Well, first interview of the day. We're with Closure in Moscow, over at the Warped Tour in West Palm Beach. And actually, if you could introduce yourself and say, what you play, and that'd be great.
Yeah, my name is Christopher, and I am the singer.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. I appreciate it.
No worries.
Yeah. What has been the most memorable moment on this Warped Tour for you guys so far?
Watching someone throw up a hot dog. That was pretty memorable. It happened right in front of our merch tent, so I know you asked that question. That's what popped into my head. So I guess that warrants it as memorable.
Yeah. And then what's your favorite thing about Warped Tour?
I guess just the camp vibe of it. Everyone's all sweaty and dirty, and it's just like a big giant traveling circus. And I guess that vibe's really cool.
Yeah, that's good. I think a lot of people say that too. And in past years, it's pretty much that's the common theme. So
yeah,
it's fun, you know. It is. And then, what is one thing that you would like to see happen at Warped Tour that could make it either better for you or better for the fans?
I definitely feel like there needs to be more psychedelic, transcendental experiences. Maybe they should put like LSD in the iced water at catering every morning, and everyone has a little cup, and then there'd be so many bands jamming together, and like everyone would be like, forget our set, we'll all just everyone on the grass behind the amphitheater, and we'll all just jam, and everyone can stand in a circle and watch. I think I'd like to see that go down. That would be cool.
Yeah. And then, what band have you enjoyed watching on this year's tour?
I'd have to say the Dillinger Escape Plan have been really amazing to watch. I've watched them about 5 or 6 times now.
Oh, nice.
And it's always fresh and interesting. It's never stale. It's really, really cool.
Awesome. And if you could add one band of your choice, and Kevin would say, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Who would you add?
It'd have to be Queen with a resurrected Freddie Mercury.
Nice, yeah.
I would get a shaman to resurrect his spirit. Perhaps maybe not in the same body. I don't know if that would work or not, but if we could get a willing host to channel Freddie Mercury with Queen, that would be amazing.
That is cool. And then, which band on this tour that hasn't reached or gotten close to 10 albums, which one would you say has the best chance, and not including your own band, of reaching 10 albums and remaining relevant?
I really feel like Dillinger for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, they're in their own world, so I can see them continuing forever and always being relevant because they're just on another planet.
No, that's good. That's good. And then after that heavy, question and everything, I have what I call the mystery question. I started doing it last year, and basically I have numbers in here. Everybody basically picks a number, and then whatever number you get, it's a random question. So you just pick whatever. You pick one.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go. Lucky number 13.
Oh, there it is. Okay, 13. Okay, which band would you want to help you in a fight? Like the toughest band here?
On this tour?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I'd have to say probably the dudes in Every Time I Die look like they'd know how to hold their own in a fight. I think they'd come in handy for sure.
Yeah, that's good. See, I like to keep, these are my fun questions, so it's all sorts of randomness. So, well then, now, there are a lot of charities and different causes on this tour. Is there one in particular that, you gravitate towards, or one that's your favorite of all the ones that are here, that you believe in strongly?
I mean, it's hard to say, because, if you look at the human crisis holistically, they're all relevant in their own way, but also lacking in their own way, because it's not addressing the root problem, and that's enlightenment of consciousness, I believe. You can outwardly try and fix so many things, but if the consciousness hasn't transcended, then everything will always slide back, because that's the nature of the human condition. So, that being said, I practice veganism, and I think that So I guess by default I would say I gravitate towards Peter probably the most.
Okay.
And I guess hand in hand with that would be Amnesty International.
Yeah.
I mean, the rights for all living creatures, all creatures with the capacity to suffer. I feel like that's something that's really important.
That's good. What are 3 items that you just can't live without on Warped Tour that you make sure you pack?
I'd have to say my iPod, a good book, and deodorant. I mean, they're the staples right there.
Yeah. And then on the flip side, is there any like 1 or 2 things that you packed that you're like, why did I even bring this? I'm not using it. What, is there anything that I should have left it at home?
The plethora of clean underwear, maybe. That's being neglected. I don't know.
It's like, what's the point?
Yeah. Or I did actually, in fact, pack my Nintendo DS, thinking I was going to be all over that like a rash, but haven't really touched it. I've just had my nose buried in a book most of the time, which I feel is a bit more fulfilling.
Sure. No, that makes sense. Is there any one that you're reading in particular, or have you read a couple already?
I am in the middle of reading a book called The Unbearable Lightness of Being. I can't remember the author's name, but that's really cool so far.
The plans after this tour is over, what are you guys doing?
Well, I would like to get back home to Australia and just write a whole bunch of new stuff. That's what really floats my boat.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm just really looking forward to making some new music.
That's good. And then what message do you have for your fans, lastly?
The singularity is near. Be prepared. Get ready to transcend biology and beware the reptilian overlords.
Well, thank you so much.